This is the story of Iryna Zarutska, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee whose life was tragically cut short on August 22, 2025, aboard a light rail train in Charlotte, North Carolina. Iryna had fled her homeland in Ukraine after Russia's invasion, seeking safety and a new life in the United States. She arrived in 2022 with her family. On that night, Iryna boarded the Lynx Blue Line light rail, prepared to travel as many of us do, quietly, perhaps lost in thought, maybe thinking of friends or family or the future. According to official reports, there was no known interaction between Iryna and her attacker before the violence. She sat in an aisle seat, the suspect behind her. For minutes later, he drew a knife, stood up, and stabbed her 3 times, including at least once in the neck. Iryna was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect was arrested shortly after. Authorities have said that the suspect, Decarlos Brown Jr., 34, has a long criminal history. Mental health has been raised as a concern in this case. Brown was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and there were court proceedings earlier in the year requesting psychological evaluation. After the attack, local leaders, transit authorities, and Iryna's family have called for reforms: better security on train systems, clearer mental health intervention, and responsibility in how public safety is handled. Iryna was more than a name in a news story. She was described by those who knew her as kind, creative, passionate. She had hopes, goals, dreams, friends who remember her gentleness, family who miss her warmth. Her death is a reminder that VI can touch anyone, that policies matter, that mental health care, security measures, and justice systems are not abstract. They are deeply human. Right now, America's jails house more people with mental illness than all psychiatric hospitals combined. How did we get here? 40% of people with serious mental illness will interact with law enforcement during their lifetime. When crisis strikes and there's no hospital bed available, police become first responders by default. We've criminalized mental illness. Instead of treatment, we offer handcuffs. Within 9 years of release, 83% of all prisoners are rearrested. For those with untreated mental illness, the rate is even higher. They cycle through a system designed for punishment, not healing. Most states have fewer than 11 psychiatric beds per 100,000 residents. Emergency rooms have become psychiatric holding areas. The treatment gap is enormous. Mental health courts reduce recidivism by 25%. Crisis intervention teams prevent injuries. But we need sustained investment, not just pilot programs. Assisted outpatient treatment programs report 74% reduction in arrests. Therapeutic communities within prisons show promise. The solutions exist. We need the political will to implement them. This isn't just about criminal justice. It's about human dignity. When we invest in mental health infrastructure, everyone benefits. The question isn't whether we can afford to act. It's whether we can afford not to. My thoughts are with the victim's family. This was a senseless tragedy.